Hello world, Wurbly here. Welcome back to the Wurbly Barburbly Realm, the survival series in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Now I know it's been a few weeks since the last time I uploaded a video, so I wanted to take some time today to make a little update video and kind of explain what's going to be going on in the near future. So back when the Nether update dropped a couple weeks ago, I updated our realm to it, and about a week or so after I made the update, the world ended up getting corrupted in the realm. I had to go to an old backup that was from before the Nether update, and I had made quite a bit of progress with builds. I had made a few new farms and things like that, so there's all this footage that I had that I was going to use, but I had to erase it because I was no longer able to show you those farms or anything like that. Now, I probably could have kept it just to kind of show you what was going on or what my thought process was at the time, but I figured instead of trying to show you something that wouldn't be, I would go ahead and just erase it and try to start over. I've still been busy in this world. As you can see, I've got new netherite tools, armor, all of that stuff, or as you saw at the beginning at least. Now I am working on a few other side projects. I've got a little bit of extra footage recorded, but it's kind of set me back quite a ways. So I will be uploading more in the near future. However, for the time being, I'm going to be focusing on some other things. Before I dive into what these other projects are going to be, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about some other life events going on. So in the background, you're going to be seeing some footage of me touring my base with some of the progress I've already made, and also introducing you to the current state of the base of our newest member on the realm. I currently live in central Oklahoma. That's all changing soon. My wife and I, as well as a very close friend of ours, have been planning for the last several years to move out to Oregon, and we have settled on a date at the end of this year to pack up and move out there. It's going to be a long drive for all of us. It's about 2,000 miles from where I live now. It's pretty scary. It's a big upcoming change in my life. So I'm trying to get some more content put out and trying to get people onto this channel so that maybe I have something to do in the background once I've moved out of state. I do have a job kind of lined up. I am starting at Amazon this weekend, and I will be trying to transfer out to Oregon at the end of the year. I'm going to start the process as soon as possible, though, so that I'm not blindsided if I don't get an opportunity more quickly. We've been getting asked a lot by our family what's drawing us to that area, but mostly it's just that my wife, my friend, and I, all three of us, have been extremely interested in the Pacific Northwest. My friend's dream destination is Seattle, Washington, and I would generally have to agree with him. That's kind of where I want to be, but Oregon's substantially less expensive, and I feel like I'm going to have good opportunities out there for different things that I want to do. My plans in the future are to go back to college, get a degree in writing. That's what I've been wanting to do for years. I just haven't had the opportunity to do that with where I live. So that's one thing that I'm trying to pursue already. I've reached out to a college out there. We're trying to see what it's going to take for me to get in. And in the meantime, making videos, working weekends, and doing all of that adult stuff, trying to just get to where I can get out there comfortably, get set up, and hopefully kind of have some positive change in my life, because I've been going through a lot lately. I just kind of want to get this off my chest because I feel like this is a good time to talk about it. A few months ago, I was diagnosed with major depression and anxiety. I've been prescribed medications that I'm taking regularly, and I've also been speaking with a counselor, which has helped considerably. But a lot of it is just, I think, is caused because of where I live. I don't typically agree with the politics of my area. I'm not particularly interested in religion, which is a main staple in the area where I live. There's just a lot that kind of goes against who I am, and I feel very uncomfortable here most of the time. I'm also interested in the arts more than sports and engineering, although I do have a degree in physics. I'm not very good at it, frankly. So I'd like to live somewhere closer to the water, to the mountains, to the woods, and I also want it to be considerably less hot because it gets very hot here in the summer and I hate the heat. With all that being said, I've been feeling much better over the last couple months, ever since I've been taking my medication, talking to people about it. I'm still pretty high on the depression spectrum, and I don't think it's something that's going to go away anytime soon. I've been doing what I can to alleviate my issues, whether it's practicing music more often, which I kind of stopped doing for a long time, or reading or writing more often, things like that. This is an outlet that's going to help me kind of focus my energies somewhere productive, even though it's not actually a job at the time being. Maybe in the future, but I'm not counting on that. So yeah, major life event number 1, moving 2,000 miles away from where I live, which is also even further away from all of my family, my wife's family, and my friend's family. We do have some friends out in the area where we're all moving, but we don't really have any family or support networks out there, so it's gonna be pretty challenging. I'm looking forward to it. Scared, but I'm looking forward to it. Major life event number 2. This one's much easier to talk about. Shortly after the Nether update, I was working on recording stuff. Actually editing, not recording, but I was working on my videos when I happened to hear a kitten meowing outside my window. I spent the next about 10 hours trying to track this little guy down. He kept crawling up in people's engine blocks in their cars. And I tried feeding him, watering him, and all that stuff, but he just didn't respond well to humans. My wife got home from work, and we just got super lucky. He had run off far from where he was normally and crawled up in somebody's car, and we happened to know that person. They didn't have any vehicles around, and we got the person to come out. He popped the hood of his car, and the cat took off running. My wife caught him. He bit her. She handed him off to me, and he bit me near a vein on my thumb a couple times and cut open my hand pretty badly. But we got him inside, put him in a crate, gave him some food and water. He was pretty thirsty, and we took him to the vet the next day. I also, my wife and I both had to get tetanus shots. Wasn't too bad, but we cleaned out our wounds really well and haven't had any infections or any bad side effects from it. He was just a scared little guy who had been, I think, abandoned by some people, like tossed out of their house and left outside our apartment. So, yeah, we rescued this little cat. Right now we're trying to decide whether or not we need to rehome him or if we can actually adopt him and keep him with us, but we already have 2 cats, and the friend that's moving with us has a cat as well. So when we all move together, we'd be moving with 4 cats, which really isn't an option where we're headed. So we're trying to figure out what the best route is going forward. But yeah, for now, my wife and I have adopted another cat, and he is the cutest little guy. His name is Frankie. Our other 2 cats are named Dice and Layla. They're very sweet. They're not too happy that they have a new little brother. They're older cats, but they're getting used to him, and it's not been too bad. So that's enough about what's been going on outside of my recording stuff and the issues I've been having. I kind of want to talk more about what my plans are going forward in this world and what the plans are going forward in terms of uploads. On here, I've already built a shop. I've also made a few extra farms. I've modified my wheat, potatoes, carrots, how they're output. I've modified where my melons and pumpkins are grown. I've constructed a small, functional, not super efficient sugarcane farm. My kelp farm is producing like crazy. I've got some bone meal output from a little just contraption I built. I'm turning all my extra potatoes into baked potatoes and converting those to bone meal because I don't need the food source, I just need the bone meal. And I have unlimited fuel now from the kelp. Right now my shop is the first shop, so all I'm selling is dried kelp blocks for the fuel sources for people, as well as some soul lanterns. I plan on selling more of the new Nether stuff when I get a little bit further along. But for some quick diamonds, I enchanted a whole bunch of stuff. I managed to get a whole lot of levels at once and made a whole bunch of enchanted bows and combined them, did all this stuff. put it up outside my shop for pretty cheap. I kind of have a little bit of a monopoly on the arrow department because I found a skeleton spawner that I turned into a bone and arrow farm. And then I also still have my spider pit down at the bottom. I need to fix it because it's kind of giving me some issues. I might just convert the spider and zombie spawners that I found near the skeleton spawner into other farms as well, so that while I'm AFKing by the skeleton farm, I can get rotten flesh, armor, and spider drops as well. Haven't decided yet. Other than that, I've also started digging out a slime chunk because I really need slimes, and since then I've also gone and found a couple beehives so that I can start making honey blocks because I'm building a tree farm. I've actually walked by that, didn't really pay it much attention in the video, but I have a video planned for that. I just need to get the materials to finish the build, and I'm going to piece them together and put that out later. For the other videos on the channel, at the end of this week, there is a game that I've been waiting on for a while coming out. It's a MOBA. I'm not super great at them, but I love them. I played Paragon a lot. I don't really care for the top-down MOBAs. The action MOBA's more fun. Smite kind of was ruined when Paragon came out. It was ruined for me because just the amount of verticality and extra dimension that was in the game, and as well as all the character models and everything, it just kind of spoiled me, and I lost interest in Smite, and ever since Paragon's been away, I haven't really had that outlet. So Friday, this Friday, which it is the 14th of July right now, so it's like a Tuesday, 3 days from now, I will be playing Fault, and probably just uploading my matches on a weekly basis. I'll try to upload maybe a couple matches back to back, or in a single episode. They'll probably be longer episodes, more of a commentary and less of a recorded, or more of an in-game commentary and less of a post-game commentary like I do with Minecraft. But yeah, those are some of the ideas I have. I'm looking forward to putting out some more content. It's just been kind of a crazy couple weeks. One thing I forgot to mention earlier was that I had an opportunity for a job out in Portland, and I spent a couple weeks really trying to figure out what my route forward was going to be, because it was going to be me leaving last week to get out there. But I got lucky, found a job offer here that I can actually transfer to the area where we're looking to live in Oregon rather than the Portland area. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that's been going on. Trying to figure out the best path forward. In the meantime, I've been just taking better care of myself, trying to figure out how to move forward with some of these issues I've been having with Minecraft. So, yeah, I think that's going to about wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry that this wasn't really like my typical upload. I will get on that. I don't know that I'll be able to release a video next Monday, but I'm going to be working on other stuff in the meantime, so hopefully I'll be able to get this rolling a bit faster soon. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like and subscribe, that'd be great. See you guys next time.